to nightingales, birds of that kind. So Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi Islam said, well, what were you saying? That you will give my kingdom as a gift? How dare you say that? How could you say that? He said, O Prophet of Allah, you know the tongue of lovers, they speak about things and their wishes, although they cannot give, but it is out of love they say things and they should be excused. Anyway, that's a different story, but what I was referring to, that when a person loves someone, when a person loves, then me and you see the blessings showering upon us day and night, and the blessings which we had and which we even do not remember in the alam al arwah, and the blessings which we will gain and we are now even gaining day and night in our body externally. It's natural, it's fitra, it's nature that emotions, feelings of thankfulness and love should flow. It should gush out of our heart. So when they do, what can I do for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Jalla wa ala? What can I do for this special personality, special being, Allah Jalla Majduhu, my God? He has everything. I cannot give him anything. What can I do for him? I like to do something, but what can I do? So there are many ways which can come in the mind. One is this being divine entity, deity, the Lord of all the universe, the creator, the cherisher, the nourisher, the Rabb, the Lord of bounty, the Lord of majesty. He, be exalted, has given me everything. So I cannot give anything to him as such. What I will do as an act of love, I will leave and abandon even lawful things for him. There are things which he has prohibited, not their haram. Okay, that's his command, he's already given, and I should follow. But out of love, I will abandon even lawful food, halal food, lawful marital relations, lawful speech, lawful actions, which are lawful otherwise, but I will not do. Out of love, I will leave even lawful things. To sleep at night is lawful at tahajjud time, but I will abandon for Taraweeh. To eat during the day, good things, pure things, halal things is lawful, but I will abandon them. To drink water and juices and so many milk and many blessings, yes, they are lawful, but out of love I will abandon, willingly, voluntarily. So in reality, a fast is an act of love. That's what me and you should understand. There's many dimensions, but this is one dimension. If you see it from this point of view, if you look at it this point of view, if you ponder from this angle, it becomes a different thing. It doesn't become a duty. It doesn't become a burden. When the pangs of hunger and thirst come and you feel, at that time you feel even more pleasure that now I have abandoned something for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala out of love. Yes, now I'm feeling. Yes, now I am having the urge to drink, and I could not, and I can never pay back and give my Lord anything, but I can abandon things, I can leave things, I can leave some pleasures, lawful pleasure for him, just to show he still doesn't need this. He still doesn't need this. How can he need? He is Samad. Allahus Samad. But I will leave it. So once you have looked from this direction and this way, then the fast becomes a whole of different thing. It is a paradigm shift. It changes completely. It's not a burden, it's not a duty. There's no more in your mind that is because it's fard I have to keep. You have a different kind of resolve, different kind of motivation, different kind of willingness and willpower. Yes, it is out of love I am doing this. And when it gets difficult, when you feel more hungry, weaker, or anything, that at that time even you're motivated. But yes, now I am actually showing this love to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My beloved is seeing me. That is why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that when the fasting person, even smell comes out of his mouth, it is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is dearer to Allah than many fragrance. It is fragrance for the angels, and Allah Azza wa Jal loves it. Why? Because yes, there was fragrance and aroma of food and things, but now this act of love, it is due to love, an act of love actually. Like in the time of Hajj, people are in ihram, they don't do certain things. That's also an act of love. That's different topic. But this Ramadan, the fasting is an act of love. How is it act of love? As I said, what is it about? Even leaving the lawful action, the lawful pleasures for the sake of Allah's love, because you want to show, you want to give a token of thankfulness, of gratitude. You want to be grateful, which is one of the purposes. People always only focus on لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, but actually there are other purposes of fasting as well. لِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. The shukr. Now that is a completely different matter. Taqwa is something else. Shukr, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ, is something else. So practicing this fasting, this Ramadan, do it from this angle. Think a little bit deeply. Yes, I want to leave lawful things out of love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake. And then that fasting becomes more pleasurable than eating. And when even more you're feeling any difficulty, any restraint, any urge to eat or drink or whatever, at that time even you want to do it more because you want to show more, because it's an inner connection. So that is one meaning, literal meaning of the fast, to stop, totally stop from something. So stopping here, we are saying actually stopping out of love and abandoning things out of love. Second is, in Arabic, it's used for Sawm al-Fars, for horses. This word is used for horses. When they are trained for war, for battles, for long travels, they are kept hungry and thirsty for training. They are kept hungry and thirsty for many, many days, sometimes longer periods, so that they can survive when the time of battle comes, when the time of travel comes, when hardship comes. Because if they become in the comfort zone, they will also sit down in the battle zone, in the war field. So it is used for this. But let me just very briefly mention it in Urdu, as internationally some people are hearing it as well. تو ایک مطلب روزے کا اپنے آپ کو روکنا ہے، اور یہ وہ ہے کہ روزے کو صرف ایک فرض اور ایک ڈیوٹی کے طور پر نہ دیکھیں، بلکہ یہ اصل میں ایک حقیقت میں ایک محبت کا ایک مظہر ہے، محبت کا مظہر ہے، عشق کا مظہر ہے. کیسے کہ بندہ اپنے رب سے یہ کہہ رہا ہے کہ یا رب العالمین، تو نے مجھے سب کچھ دیا، تو ہی رات اور دن نعمتوں کی نوازشات اور بارش فرما رہا ہے، میں تجھے کچھ نہیں دے سکتا، لیکن میں تیری محبت کے لیے، کیونکہ جب بندے کو کسی سے پیار محبت ہوتا ہے وہ اس کے لیے کچھ کرنا چاہتا ہے، وہ کہتا ہے میں کیا کروں، میں آپ کو خوش کرنے کے لیے کیا کر سکتا ہوں. اگلا کہے کچھ نہیں، پھر بھی دل چاہتا ہے کچھ کرنے کو. تو رب سے تو بندے کو بہت محبت اور شدید محبت قرآن مجید میں اس کا اشارہ ملتا ہے ایمان والوں کو، کیونکہ اللہ پاک ہی سب کچھ دے رہا ہے، ہر طرح نعمتیں. تو بندہ یہ کہتا ہے کہ یا رب العالمین، میں محبت کے لیے میں جائز چیزوں کو بھی ترک کر دوں گا. جو چیزیں جائز ہیں، کھانا پینا، حلال چیزیں، حلال تعلقات، میاں بیوی کے تعلقات یہ کیوں نہ ہوں، حلال ہے، لیکن تیری محبت کے لیے، اظہار کے لیے، عشق کے لیے میں حلال کو بھی، جائز کو بھی چھوڑ دوں تیرے لیے، تیرے حکم سے جائز چیزوں کو بھی چھوڑ دوں. یہ ایک محبت کا عمل ہے. تو اس میں پھر جو ہے وہ نقطۂ نظری، زاویہ نگاہ ہی بدل جاتا ہے کہ جب بندہ محبت کے لیے روزہ رکھ رہا ہے تو وہ جو اس کو تکلیف ہوگی اس کو لطف آئے گا کہ وہ تو محبوب کے لیے کر رہا ہے. جو اس کے پیاس لگے گی اس کو اللہ کی محبت کی پیاس اس کی بڑھے گی. جو بھوک لگے گی تو اس کو اللہ کے سے ملنے کی، ملاقات کی بھوک بڑھے گی، شوق بڑھے گا. جو اس کو یعنی ایک اندر سے خواہش پیدا ہوگی کھانے پینے چیزوں کی، اور اس کو قربان کرنے میں اس کو لطف آئے گا. سیب کاٹ کے کھانے میں، مرغی کاٹ کے کھانے میں اتنا مزہ نہیں جتنا اس کو اپنی خواہش کو کاٹ کر اللہ کی محبت کا اظہار کرنے میں جو لطف آئے گا. تو اس کا تو تصور ہی بدل جائے گا، اس کا تو روزہ ہی بدل جائے گا، اس کے لیے تو بات ہی. اور تو یہ اولیاء اللہ اور انبیاء تو اس لیے روزہ رکھتے ہیں، وہ اللہ کی محبت کے لیے رکھتے ہیں. کیا محبوب، اے رب العالمین، تجھے کچھ نہ دے سکے، لیکن تیری یہ جائز نعمتوں سے بھی رک کر جو ہے ہم اپنی محبت کا اظہار کر رہے ہیں، تو حرام سے کیوں نہیں رکیں گے. سو a person is, just to finish that part of that, actually it's an act of love that a person is abandoning lawful things. Now it's unimaginable from this person that he or she will engage in unlawful activity. So that we move to the next meaning, that the horses of war are trained, and during training they are kept hungry and thirsty for some time. So from there, so this is true for us, how it applies to us, that we consider the nafs as a horse, the body as a horse. We are also training it for the battlefield, which is this dunya, and shaitan, and nafs, and evil. We are preparing ourselves for that. And for that, when we go in the battlefield, we will have to face many attractions, many distractions. And if we are not trained, then actually we will fail. Even though we want to be successful, we will fail. It is like you want to run 10 miles. You have all intention. But if you have not trained your body, after half a mile, you will just sit down and will be out of breath. Yes, wholeheartedly you want to travel, you want to run, but you can't. Why? Is your willingness not there? Willingness is there, but the body power is not there because you have not trained. So sometime a person will have this willingness, this eagerness, this shauq, this motivation to follow the command of Allah Azza wa Jal. But he has not trained his body. He has not, she has not trained her mind, her heart, her soul. So even though, like some people say, yeah, we know good deeds and we know how to do good deeds and we want to do good deeds, but we can't do them. See, this is a question many people ask. Some people ask, we know it is bad, we know it is evil, we don't want to do it, but still we end up doing it. We know what is good, we want to do good, we have the willingness to do good, but still I can't do the good and I can't leave the evil. What is the answer to this question? The answer to this question is simply, like I have mentioned to you, that you want to lose weight, you want to exercise, you want to run 3 miles, you have whole willingly, you have the motivation, everything, but and you go on the road and after half mile you can't run. What is the answer? The answer is, yes, you know running is good, you know exercise, walking is good, jogging is good, you have the willingness. The simple answer is that because you have not trained. If you had trained little by little for 1 month, let's say you go little bit, half a mile, then little bit more. After 1 month running every day, after 1 month you'll be able to run three miles in one go. Simple as that. Similarly, so here is the solution. Here is the wisdom, that though you want to be a friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you want to be a wali or waliya, you want to be pious, you want to be righteous, good. That's one thing. You have the willingness, yes, you have the willingness. You have the motivation, yes, you have the motivation. But still you cannot. Because there's a distance between one mountain to the other mountain. There will be a bridge in between. And what is that bridge? That bridge is training. That bridge is practicing. That is what is known as the process of purification, process of tazkiyah. So Ramadan in 30 days fills in that gap. It becomes the connecting ladder or connecting bridge. You want to go to the other side, meaning the friendship of Allah, the closeness to Allah, achieve the pleasure of Allah. You have the motivation, you have the willingness, you know it's good. What's missing from most of us, think again, what's missing from most of us is the training bit. Where is the training? What is the training? Well, that's what we teach this in the course of purification, Tazkiyah Nafs, the purification of the body, mind, heart and soul, on the Prophetic Path website. Many of you are doing in Jamia as well, theoretical studies, and some may be practical. But if you want to know that missing link, what is the missing link? So you have all other things together, but there is one thing missing. The engine is not starting. So people are sometimes surprised. Oh, I know it is bad thing. I know it is wrong thing. And I know it will lead me to destruction. I want to stop from it. I don't want to do it, but they end up doing it. Why? Because they have not practiced to stop it. That is the missing link. How to practice these 7 sheets of purification of the body, tongue, ears, eyes, hands, feet. If a person does, that missing link is filled. Now they need motivation and willingness. They have. The package is complete. they will be successful. Otherwise, they will fail. And also for those of you, there is also this workshop which has started from today, freedom from addictions, any kind of addiction, any kind of addiction or habit or distraction is stopping you of doing what you are supposed to do from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's closeness. You can join that free of charge. But anyway, we are coming to so Ramadan and fasting is the practical prescription, divine prescription of that training, that missing link. That's why it's not kept for all the year. It's only for 1 month, because you're not supposed to. Training is not supposed to be last whole life. Training is supposed to last only actually a short period, because the rest then a person should do the work in the field. They should live their life. So that is the missing link. So horse training, Sawmul Faras, it was the Arab people used to use this for training. We also need to actually train ourselves so that when we have knowledge, when we have willingness, when we have motivation, we can do it. We have practiced. That is what's missing in many institutions of knowledge. They're giving the knowledge. They want to do good. They want to change the world. But they've got no practice to change even one organ, or even tongue, transform even tongue. They don't have the program for that. How are they going to change the world or anything? So this is also. So the third meaning of Sawm, also in a Sawm and Sama, it also comes for, in Arabic, it's called for when the sun is at zenith, at noon, meaning exactly in the middle of on top of your head. For you, it is in the middle at that time. Middle of the skies, middle of the earth, when it is completely unknown, top of you. So when the sun is then top completely at noon, when it has covered the half distance exactly at noon time, that also is referred to the fasting. The word comes from there. So what does that mean for us? That means for us that when anything is there on top exactly, it refers to balance. One meaning is it refers to balance. It is meaning the fasting is there to create balance in us, in our spiritual life. Balance, because sometimes we are distracted and our attention is deflected towards an other side, dunya and world and whatever we can see. So to bring balance, that actually the fasting should do, so that we may are achieving Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adhaban nar. That we are attaining hasana in dunya and hasana in akhir. So spiritual life, balance in spiritual life means that you are achieving and growing in all dimensions, with relationship with Allah, with Prophet ﷺ, with angels, with akhirah. All this balance in physical life, in your bodily life. What does that mean? Using your organs in a balanced way, in the middle, wasat, as the Quran says, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ. This ummah is the modest ummah, being modest. So the fast and Ramadan, like the sun when it is in at the zenith and the middle, and it creates a balance. So we should be actually bringing these things, our bodily use of our organs in balance. It does not harm others, it benefits others. We should bring balance in our family life, that giving them their rights. We should be bringing balance in our financial life, nor we are too much indulged in dunya, we forget akhirah, nor we are indulged in akhirah so much that we neglect the rights of dunya. As the Prophet said, i'mal lidunya biqadri maqamika fiha, that work for dunya in proportion to how long you are going to stay there. Wa'amal lil akhirah, and work for akhirah for in proportion to the time you will stay there. And he alayhi salatu wasalam said, Laysa khayrukum man taraka dunya lil akhirah. That person is not the best good amongst you who leaves dunya that I am attaining akhirah. He's gone out of balance. I'm not working, I'm not doing anything, I'm not marrying, I'm looking after people, no empathy, no sympathy, because I'm a spiritual person. Well, you're not spiritual, you have physical body now. It has its own rights. So Prophet said that person is not the best person, good person. He is not the best amongst you. وَلَلْ آخِرَةُ لِلدُّنْيَا, and nor that person is the best one who forgets akhirah and indulges in this life only. وَلَكِنْ خَيْرُكُمْ مَنْ أَخَذَ مِنْ هَذِهِ وَهَذِهِ. But the best amongst you is the one who have balance, who takes his portion from this and also this. So he has a balance in his life. Family life, financial life, he has balance. Also, the balance means in the social life, relationship with people. Fasting does not mean that you abandon people. Fasting also means you share in their goodness and in their happiness. You also contribute. And if they are in pain, if they need food or anything, sadaqah, khairat, that actually also should actually. Emotional, balance in your emotional. Your emotions should be in balance. If they go out of balance, they are going to harm you and others. Your love should have balance. Your anger should have balance. Your happiness should have, your sadness should have balance. And also balance in the moral life, moral, the akhlaq, the conduct, the traits of the heart. So that's what one it refers to, that actually that it should bring balance in whole of these areas. The fasting should put and reset you actually there through a strict routine of training. Secondly, when the sun is at the noon, it is at the brightest, it's the brightest level, and it's shining, it's at the full power and strength it can be shown. So this means the fasting should actually lead you and facilitate for you to reach your highest potential ever. Yes, when it's at Asr time, also it's giving light. People are benefiting. When it's morning time, before noon, it's giving light. That's fine. But once it's in the noon, it's at the peak, at the climax. So fasting or Ramadan, there your spirit and your soul should shine like the sun. It should reach its highest potential. Yes, after that, in many in the rest of the month, even if it goes lower here and there, it will still acceptable. But actually, at this time, it should go. And the third thing which the sun gives, when it gives light, heat, so benefit, warmth. So meaning that you should become like the sun, like Sheikh Mainuddin Chishti said, that it has compassion upon everything, compassion upon creation. Like Allah is Rabbul Alameen, and the Prophet said, Al Khalq wa Ya'alillah, that the creations are dependents of Allah, and most beloved to Allah is the one who is most beneficial. So that person become like sun. The fasting person should be like the sun, compassionate and merciful to all. Merciful to all, having goodness, thinking goodness for all, wanting goodness for all. So the sun also, what? It gives light. Light is guidance. So this person also gives comfort, meaning the physical comfort, food and drink and thing. And also the fasting person should reach the potential that it gives light to everywhere, wherever, whoever faces it. Similarly, any person who interacts with you, wherever you go, you should be light of guidance, and hidayah should be emanating. So that's what the Quran mentioned, the reasons of fasting, the falsafa or the maqsad, maqasid, objective of fasting. لِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ. That celebrating, manifesting the greatness of Allah, that He has guided you. How do you do? Do you share that guidance? Like the sun, you also should actually emanate light wherever you go, so that you may grow and grow and others. And very much more. These are the only, actually, we touched upon the three literal meaning of the word song in Arabic language, and then how we can relate to it to understand the nature. But inshallah, as the time now actually is almost up, and we on this same Facebook page every day I do give a discourse. So those of you who are listening now, every day they may join at same time, 5 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. in Pakistan, and in America, according to their time, 8 hours before. So inshallah, this can continue, and I will be giving further discourses as well, and you may always ask questions. So this is an everyday session of mine only, not other workshops. They have their own specific times. So you may join tomorrow as well to learn, and inshallah in the coming days I will be also inshallah delivering. So now if you have any questions, please you may ask.
There's a question.
Gigi.
I am unable to fast due to taking certain medications. How does one compensate for this missed training of Ramadan?
Inshallah, you cannot miss any training, because if you are taking medicine and you cannot fast, the physical fast, as I said, there are 8 levels of fast. The one which you cannot keep is the lowest one. All the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, you can keep. So you can never fall back, and so you can compensate easily. As I mentioned, that you get the literature. It can be sent online in PDF version on our website. You may also get it from there. And that is the 8 levels of fast, and what to do during the fast, and which level to fast, how to fast. So what you are saying, I cannot get into nursery. Say, okay, you can't get into nursery, go in the first class. second year, go in the third year, go do GCSE, do A levels, do graduation. When you can do graduation and PhD, why you need to worry about the nursery? So that was the nursery class. We would not, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept other ways to compensate you. So in Islam there is no hopelessness at all, nor there is a dead end. There's always actually a way out if a person turns to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you may contact any of the brothers on the Facebook, or leave your contact, or go to the website. And as I mentioned, because there are 8 levels, degrees of fast, so you are saying and talking about you can't do the first one, which is the physical fast. But the other spiritual fasts, the 7 spiritual fasts, you can, and you can grow in more in potential, because you are ill as well. Illness also helps to develop your spirituality. So a person who is healthy, he will not be able to develop so much spiritually as the ill, because the illness also compensates, illness also expiates sins, and becomes a means of um, elevation of degrees for the person.
There's a question in Urdu from Saeed Anjum. اولیاء اللہ کا روزہ کیسا ہوتا ہے؟
اولیاء اللہ کا روزہ ابھی جو میں نے عرض کی کہ 8 درجے ہیں روزے کے. اولیاء اللہ کا درجہ جو روزہ ہے وہ 8ویں درجے کا ہوتا ہے. تو وہ آپ وہ اردو میں بھی ہے سارے 8 درجے پورے. اب کیونکہ آج صبح 12 بجے سے لے کے اب تک وہ پورے دکھائی بھی گئے ہیں، تو آپ بھی وہ مٹیریل لے سکتے ہیں، ڈاؤن لوڈ کر سکتے ہیں. تو وہ جو 8 درجے ہیں ان میں سے وہ 8ویں درجے کا روزہ ہوتا ہے. ایک اعضاء کا روزہ ہوتا ہے، زبان، کان، آنکھ. ایک پھر جو ہے دماغ کا ہوتا ہے. ایک پھر جو ہے دل کا روزہ ہوتا ہے، وہ بھی ان کا ہوتا ہے. نفس کا روزہ ہوتا ہے. اسی طرح جو ہے وہ کرتے کرتے ان کا جو ہے وہ آخری درجے کا اولیاء اللہ کا روزہ ہوتا ہے. وہ اللہ کے دوست ہوتے ہیں محبت کی بنا پہ. ان کا محبت والا، اہل محبت کا روزہ ہوتا ہے. محبت والا کہ وہ محبت کی وجہ سے ہر چیز ترک کی، جائز کیا ناجائز تو ویسے ہی، تو جائز چیزیں بھی ترک ہو جاتی ان کی، اور وہ بھی محبت سے. اور وہ تو خیالات کا بھی روزہ ہوتا ہے، وہ کہ دل میں اللہ پاک کی یاد اور اللہ کی محبت، یہی جو ہے وہ گامزن اور یہی جو ہے وہ رہتی ہے.
There's a question from Sadiq from YouTube. اسٹور پر کام کرنے والا شراب یا دیگر حرام آئٹم کسٹمر کو اٹھا کر دے سکتا ہے؟
دیکھیں اس کا تو روزے کے ساتھ تعلق نہیں. شراب بیچنا، شراب دینا، یہ تو ویسے بھی غلط ہے، روزہ رکھا ہو یا نہ رکھا ہو. تو حضور علیہ السلام نے ان کی مذمت بیان فرمائی ہے جو شرابی کاروبار میں بنائیں، بیچیں یا کسی اور طرح اس میں حصہ لے. تو اسی طرح جو ہے یعنی تو یہ چیز قطعاً جائز نہیں، لیکن جو ہے اس کی وجہ سے روزہ نہ چھوڑے، بس کوشش کرے اس برائی کو یعنی چھوڑنے کی. ٹھیک اور تو نہیں ٹھیک ہے. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, all of you, for participating, and especially the Jamia al-Muhammadiyya and UK Academy of Islamic Sciences, and their teachers and principals and others who have organized this beautiful workshop about Ramadan. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalamu ala Rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ya Rabbil Alameen, Ya Rabbil Alameen. By your grace and rahmah, I am knowledgeless, wisdomless, piety-less, Ya Arhamar Rahimin. Certainly there are your people and your servants who are knowledgeable, wise, pious and righteous. Include us in the circle of those servants by your mercy. Ya Arhamar Rahimin, enable us to live by Islam, die with Iman, resurrected with the pious and righteous. Ya Rabbal Alameen, the fasting month is coming upon us. Enable us to fast in a way which is loved by you, which is liked by you. Let this Ramadan be the best Ramadan of our lifetime. Ya Arhamar Rahimin. Ya Rabbal Alameen, Ya Arhamar Rahimin, grant us the goodness of this world and hereafter. Save us from the evils and the torments and the punishments in dunya and akhirah. Ya Arhamar Rahimin, bless all these brothers and sisters, especially those who organized this workshop and who participated. Give them more guidance and increase in their knowledge and wisdom, and enable them to spread the light of wisdom, the light of knowledge, the light of prophetic light, Ya Arhamar Rahimin, to the all places, all corners of the world. Ya Arhamar Rahimin, give shifa to all people who are ill, and Ya Rabbal Alameen, relieve us from all whatever is harmful for us, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Ya Arhamar Rahimin, fulfill our lawful needs and desires. Remove our difficulties, our pains, our aches, and Ya Arhamar Rahimin, whatever this pandemic has brought, enable us to react in the most wiseful way. And Ya Rabbal Alameen, forgive us, although it is the result of my wrongdoing. Ya Arhamar Rahimin, save and safeguard your creation from the harmful effects of it, and enable me to return and turn to you in righteousness, and enable all the sinful people to come to the door of repentance. Ya Arhamar Rahimin. Forgive us, our parents, and all the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyi al-ummi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi.